The Telecaster is one of the most iconic guitars of the modern era. The design has remained relatively unchanged since its debut in 1951, and for good reason. It sounds fantastic and the single cutaway style is timeless. So you're probably wondering, besides practicing, what can I do to make my Telecaster sound even better? Well, fret not. In this article I'll be going over some of the best Telecaster pickups that will help you breathe new life into your guitar. Through extensive research, I created this list as a resource for musicians who need help finding high-quality replacement pickups. My goal was simple: find the best Telecaster pickups and make them easy to compare so you can pick the right one for your situation. There are dozens of Telecaster pickup upgrades available today and they all claim to be better than stock, but how do you choose? What makes a good upgrade? You don't want to waste money on something that doesn't work well for your needs. In this video I'll cover some of my favorites as well as what makes them the best Telecaster pickups. I've also included links to where you can buy these upgrades online so you can get started on upgrading your guitar immediately. You'll get so hyper you soil your diaper. What is a Telecaster pickup? Released in 1951, the Telecaster was originally called the Broadcaster. Gretsch already had a line of instruments named Broadcaster, so they put the kibosh on Fender's plan. Leo F. was pragmatic, so he simply removed Broadcaster from the decal, leaving a headstock displaying Fender. The guitars made in the period between the Broadcaster and the Telecaster are called Noicasters. Check Grandpa's attic. These are valuable. In early 1952, Fender and Gretsch employees engaged in a horrific street fight that left 3 dead. I don't have a source for this, but I think it happened. Leo Fender was a big lap steel fan, so when he designed the Telecaster he was trying to bring Hawaiian lap steel tones to an electric guitar. I'm glad L-Dog moved on to guitars. We could all be sitting around playing lap steel like a bucket of assholes. The first Telecaster bridge pickups were based on Leo's lap steel pickups. This produced a clear, singing tone with dominant high end. Original Telecasters also possessed impressive sustain and a warm mid-range tone resulting from solid ash body resonance. Remember that the Telecaster was the first mass-produced solid-body electric guitar, so no one was thinking about lightweight wood combinations. The original Broadcaster came with 2 single-coil pickups, the Tele neck pickup being brighter in the rhythm position. The bridge pickups ran hotter with 6 Alnico magnets over an iron base. Since then, of course, many Telecaster pickup options have emerged, including some tasty humbuckers. The first category of neck and bridge pickups is traditional design. These pickups are designed to mimic the good old days and provide similar sonic characteristics to the original 1950s Telecasters. These are useful for lighter styles including country, swing, jazz, and light, not hard, rock. Next are the updated classics. The designs will be familiar to vintage-style pickup purists, but some upgrades have been implemented to increase output and add tonal variety. These are wrapped with thicker wire and utilize stronger Alnico magnets to help handle higher gain. The remaining pickups are modern unique, including active pickups, stacked humbuckers, and pretty much anything you want to try. It is a golden era of modifying Telecaster-style guitars. With the best Telecaster pickups, think about tone enhancement, think about noise reduction, think about vintage, and think about budget. Most importantly, think about how the pickup looks. 1. Seymour Duncan STL-1 Vintage 54 Bridge. Vintage replica of the Telecaster's original bridge pickup. Unmistakable bite, with clear attack and body that is perfect for clean sounds or playing through your favorite amp settings. Tons of pop, twang, and snap. Is this Rice Krispies? A mini humbucker in neck position can help mitigate brightness. Perfect for country, blues, and rock. Coils are overwound to about twice their normal thickness, which means this pup can handle long cable runs without significant noise reduction. As an added bonus, these pickups are made in Nashville, Tennessee, just like the originals were back in 1954. 2. Fender Yosemite Telecaster. Built with a mixture of Alnico 5 and Alnico 4 magnets. Formvar-coated wire ensures articulate tones in every combination. Shellac coating and wax potting help discharge any crazy feedback. High output from flat staggered pole pieces. 3. Mojo Tone Broadcaster Quiet Coil. Ceramic magnets give these pickups a combination of high output and low noise. Attenuated treble means twangy tone. Attenuated treble is also the name of my Placebo tribute band. Classic Fender vintage tone. Hopefully you won't miss the 60-cycle hum. Do these sound more like an Esquire or a Broadcaster? 4. Seymour Duncan Antiquity 2. Even the cloth wire is period appropriate. Lively sound may produce some minor squealing. More balanced than bright. Nice application of upper mids without any harshness. Built for functionality as opposed to outputting screeching lead tones. Robust. Like your great aunt's bosom. 5. Fender Vintage Noiseless. Basically the same pickups as Fender's Nocaster set, although without any of the added single coil noise. 2 rows of staggered pole pieces for increased string-to-string volume balance. Can handle distortion while remaining noiseless. A solid standard of a hum-cancelling single coil. Not particularly hot or cool. Not particularly bright or warm. And not especially open or compressed. These pickups basically sound generic, which can be an excellent feature for players requiring an even starting point from which to create. Clapton, Prince, and Jeff Beck played the vintage Noiseless during certain periods. So did Richie Sambora. You know, from Bon Jovi. You give noiseless pickups a good name. Well balanced and a fun bass upon which you can stack tones using your ridiculously overpowered pedal board. Everyone knows you just got a new credit card, so whip it out and buy these. 6. Seymour Duncan Hot Trails. Punchy and hot, but lacking traditional tele twang. Not a traditional sound to be found, but instead created for those wanting increased output for rock. Since Hot Trails are humbuckers, you can coil split and really go ape with tone. Chunky midrange with great sustain. Get ready to stack some distortion. You can crank the chug to levels resembling an ultra-saturated Jackson or ESP. 7. DiMarzio Twang King. Wide tonal range. Crisp highs and clean lows. Makes your Telecaster sound more like a Telecaster. Dynamic. Responds well to changes string pressure and strumming intensity. Leans toward high-end output, making this set a good choice for lead players. Sweet. Vintage tone at a very reasonable price. Approaches a Strat sound in certain configurations. Best overall value. 8. McNally T-Bar. Excuse me, I farted. Not for purists. More P90 than Telly in this one. Ceramic magnets hand wound with magnet wire kick up the low end. Sounds like a Les Paul and a Telecaster had intercourse and made a baby. Telecaster pickup tones have gotten fatter since the 60s, just like your grandmother's ass. Not as heavy as the Hot Trails, but these pickups have the output to handle most rock genres. 9. Bareknuckle Yardbird. Warm and articulate like your stepdad when he's a little drunk but not too drunk. At the higher end of what can be considered vintage tone, Alnico 4 magnets provide a sweet midrange boost. I get some great Led Zeppelin 1 tones from this set. It's said these are great for fusion, as well. I can't say, but they are well balanced. There you have it. 9 of the best Telecaster pickups you can find. Order these immediately and begin modifying that Harley Benton. Please check out the companion article. There's a link in the description, along with links to check prices for these pickups. Thanks for watching.